This is 3 ways to master the 4D. Number 1, you got to do shadow work. You got to start to look at the aspects of your mind that you like to ignore through substances, through just ignoring it, through other people. Because those are the blocks that exist inside of your mind that are going to allow you to ascend higher once you transcend them and start to understand why those thoughts are always repeating and why those feelings are always coming up that you don't always acknowledge. Me personally, whenever I'm dealing with something that I can't quite put my finger on, or I keep having a thought that keeps recurring and coming up, I will literally sit and just let the thought replay in my mind until I understand what the origin is, and I'll retrace my steps and go all the way back and try to figure out what exactly this even came from in the first place. When you do that, you start to uncover a lot about your natural thought process and also how you hold on to certain mental energies that are not yours. A lot of times the information that exists inside of your mind is simply certain projections that you've internalized and then started to project onto yourself. There's been so many times I shared an idea with someone, I told someone what was going on with my inner world. When you're being open, especially mentally, and someone projects something onto your idea, onto your thought process that you start to then internalize and start to believe about yourself, it starts to become a part of your natural thought process, and it's actually not even part of your energy at all. This is why you got to really pay attention to who you share your thoughts with and who you allow access to the deeper parts of your mind, or even on a surface level, the people that you keep around you, because you can absorb their energy and start to think like them and make choices like they do. And if those people are not people that you want to live like, that can be a big problem. A lot of times people's opinion or perception of you or things that you like to do or ways that you think comes from a certain aspect of themselves that kind of believes in certain falsehoods, which cause them to project certain ideas out. I don't really want to use the word tainted, but you're basically accepting a tainted perspective that's polluting your inner world and breaking down the walls of your fortress, which is your mind. Number 2, anyone or anything that causes you to kind of slip into a lower vibration or a lower way of thinking when you engage with them or when you're around them, that needs to go, because you cannot fully master your own mind when there's people who have access to your inner world that are constantly dragging you down. This could be friends, family, a lover, an acquaintance, a coworker, whatever it is. This could even be certain shows you watch or certain books you read that are just not promoting the best message to your mind. Something I always like to say is, if you do not want to experience it, do not observe it. Because everything that you observe is constantly being reflected to your subconscious, and your subconscious is constantly projecting that reality out for yourself. Number 3, keep track of your subconscious impulses, your subconscious thoughts whenever they come up, whether that's through your reactions, through your dreams, through certain conversations that you have that reveal certain parts of yourself to you that you did not know existed. Understanding the different aspects of your subconscious mind and learning how to change and control them gives you more access and control over your conscious mind and the information that flows through it and the messages that you might be able to receive from higher energy. If you are always subconsciously focused on lower shit like lust and greed and envy, then you cannot receive any higher thoughts. If you want to know how this affects you personally, I do one-on-one intuitive readings. Hit the link in my bio.